For more than 25 years, the smartest 30 minutes on television. From the campus of Wake Tech Community College, get your crania in gear. It's time to play Brain Game.
Welcome everyone to the Brain Game Playoffs. 16 teams vying for the title of Brain Game Champion. Competing today are Triangle Math and Science Academy and Raleigh Charter High School. High fives, everybody. Ooh, nice one. All right. High fives over here, too. Good job. Good extension of that. Well high-fived in there. Hi, hello and welcome to Brain Game, everyone. I'm your host, Mark Roberts. Thank you so much for joining us here at Wake Tech Scott Northern Wake Campus. Let's meet these players and get this thing started today. How about? Let's start from Raleigh Charter. We have Brian, Wisdom, and Avni. That is Raleigh Charter, everyone. There you go. And from Triangle Math and Science in Cary, we have Ryan, Romil, and Thomas. That is Triangle Math and Science, everyone. Remember, in Brain Game, each team will have first crack at 3 questions in each category. Correct answers in Brain Game get you 20 points. Get it wrong, we take 20 away. If a team can't answer a question, they can always pass. So the other team should always be ready with a response. Let's get this Brain Game playoff matchup off to a fast start. In today's pop-up culture, we're testing our players' knowledge of Formula One race team sponsorships. You don't need to know how F1 cars work, but you can earn points for knowing the popular brands they represent, and it's loaded with clues, you guys, so don't despair. Here we go. All right, let's start. Pop-up culture, Formula One race team sponsors with Raleigh Charter. The drivers for this F1 team are Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. The way they fly around the turns, it's likely their beverage sponsor has given them wings.
Our team's answer is Red Bull.
Red Bull is correct. Question 2 in pop-up culture for Raleigh Charter. The drivers for this Italian team are Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc. It's the most successful F1 team and is nicknamed the Prancing Horse.
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Triangle Math and Science, if you want to take a shot at that.
Our team's answer is Lamborghini.
That is incorrect. Ferrari is the name we were looking for there. And last pop-up culture for Raleigh Charter, the drivers for this British team are Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll. Their cars are featured in many James Bond films.
Defer Brian.
Our team's answer is Aston Martin.
That is correct, and he has one in the driveway, probably. All right, let's now do pop-up culture with Triangle Math and Science. The drivers for this F1 team are Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon. The team name evokes images of mountains and skis rather than French sports cars.
Our team's answer is pass.
Goes over to Raleigh Charter.
Our team's answer is pass.
Answer we're looking for there is Alpine. Question 2 in pop-up culture for Triangle Math and Science. The drivers for this German team are Lewis Hamilton and George Russell. The team name comes from that of a daughter of an Austro-Hungarian diplomat.
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes to Raleigh Charter.
Defer Brian.
Our team's answer is Mercedes.
Mercedes is right. He knows his high-end vehicles. And last pop-up culture for Triangle Math and Science. The New Zealand designer who founded this F1 team died in a tragic test track crash in 1970. The drivers for this British team are Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Raleigh Charter.
Our team's answer is pass.
McLaren is the name we're looking for there. All right, Formula One cars have about the same horsepower as NASCAR, but Formula One cars weigh about half as much. Let's turn now from the Speed Channel back to the news here for today's edition of Headliners. We'll need our players to be on top of current events, both foreign and domestic. Each team starts with a visual clue, and we're kicking off Headliners with Raleigh Charter. His statements on Israel's right to defend itself led to supporters of Palestine camping outside of his home. Who is this current U.S. Secretary of State?
Our team's answer is Blinken.
Blinken is correct. Question 2 in Headliners for Raleigh Charter. On Super Tuesday, Nikki Haley won which state's Republican primary? Need something over there, Raleigh Charter, anything?
Our team's answer is pass.
To Triangle Math.
Our team's answer is pass.
All right, the answer we're looking for there is Vermont. And last headliners for Raleigh Charter. In February, with Kugali Media, Disney released its first original long-form animated series, Iwaju. It is set in a futuristic version of what African country?
Our team's answer is Nigeria.
That is correct. All right, good job there. All right, let's toss it over and do headliners with Triangle Math and Science. In March, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley suspended her presidential campaign. Who is the current U.S. ambassador to the UN?
Our team's answer is pass.
Let's see, Raleigh Charter, you want to try that?
Our team's answer is pass.
Okay, that is Linda Thomas Greenfield there. All right, we're back to Triangle Math and Science for question 2 in headliners. On Super Tuesday, Joe Biden became the first incumbent president since 1980 to lose a primary or a caucus. In what U.S. territory did he lose?
Our team's answer is pass.
Goes to Raleigh Charter.
Our team's answer is American Samoa.
That is correct. And last headliners for Triangle Math and Science. On March 6th, the armorer was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter in the death of the cinematographer on the set of what ill-fated movie?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Raleigh Charter.
Our team's answer is pass.
The answer there is Rust. That movie Rust. As the crow flies, it's about 7,000 miles from Wake Tech, Scott Northern Wake campus to American Samoa. It would be amazing crow to make that flight, but if it did, it would be flapping its wings across America, which is our next category on the day. Players today were looking for states by the way of their easternmost points. Listen closely to the clues. You can earn points by giving the correct U.S. state as your answer. And let's begin across America, states by easternmost points with Raleigh Charter. What state's easternmost point is on its border with Georgia, southeast of Fort Mitchell? Need something, Raleigh Charter?
Our team's answer is pass.
Goes over to Triangle Math and Science.
Our team's answer is South Carolina.
That is incorrect. The answer is Alabama. All right. Question 2 in Across America for Raleigh Charter. What state's easternmost point is on Fish Island in Lake Michigan?
Our team's answer is Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is correct. And final Across America for Raleigh Charter. Tybee Island is the easternmost point of what state?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes to Triangle Math and Science.
Our team's answer is pass.
The answer there is Georgia. All right, let's do Across America with Triangle Math and Science. What state's easternmost point is on its border with Pennsylvania, north of West Hill? Need something over there, Triangle Math and Science. Anything?
Our team's answer is Delaware.
That is incorrect. Raleigh Charter, would you like to try?
Our team's answer is pass.
Ohio, the answer we're looking for there. Now we're back with Triangle Math and Science. What state's easternmost point is on its border with Louisiana, northeast of Burkeville? Need something over there, you guys. Anything?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Raleigh Charter. Anything, Raleigh Charter?
Our team's answer is pass.
The answer there is Texas. And last Across America for Triangle Math and Science. The Cape Cod National Seashore is the easternmost point of what state?
Our team's answer is Massachusetts.
Massachusetts is correct. Good job on that. Well, for North Carolina, Rodanthe is our easternmost point, but from Murphy to Rodanthe just doesn't have the same ring to it. But we'll be ringing up some points now. When Brain Game comes back, we're playing Word Power with Flags and covering some modern classics in arts and lit. Brain Game. We'll be right back, everyone. Welcome back to Brain Game playoff action, everybody. After that first round of play, we have Raleigh Charter on the board with 140. Triangle Math and Science Academy in there at -40. Word power is our next category today. We're covering words associated with vexillology or flags. So let's see who can earn the most points based on how well they can fill in the blanks. So let's start with Raleigh Charter. This is word power flags. 7 letters. A flag that comes to a point. Major League Baseball teams want to win one.
Our team's answer is pennant.
Pennant is correct. Question 2 in word power for Raleigh Charter. 4 letters. A small naval flag flown at the bow. The Union flag of the United Kingdom is often given this name.
Our team's answer is Jack.
Jack is correct. And last word power for Raleigh Charter. 6 letters. A decorative cap at the top of a flagpole. They can also be the ends of bedposts or curtain rods.
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Triangle Math and Science.
Our team's answer is pass.
That is a finial. A finial. All right, you learned something on Brain Game. All right, let's now do word power flags with Triangle Math and Science. 6 letters. A large maritime flag used for national identification, usually flown at the stern of a ship. It is also a rank of a junior officer in the U.S. Navy.
I'm going to defer to Ryan.
Our team's answer is ensign.
Ensign is correct. Good deferral to Ryan there. All right, question 2 in Triangle Math and Science. 5 letters. The half of the flag that is closest to the flagpole. It's also a verb related to the raising of a flag or sail.
Our team's answer is hoist.
Hoist is correct. And last word power for Triangle Math and Science. 6 letters. Any quarter of a flag. It's the field of stars on the U.S. flag. It's also the name of Swift's subdivisions at a town in Ohio.
I'm going to defer to Ryan.
All right.
Our team's answer is Canton.
Canton is correct. All right. Canton, Ohio, also home to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, where Nash County native Julius Peppers will be in August as part of the new class of Hall of Famers. He was good at football and basketball. While there are a lot of busts in Canton, we don't have any sculpting questions in today's edition of Arts and Literature. We do have a good mix of classics and modern-day works. So players, be sure to pool your knowledge to come up with the right answer. Each team kicks off with a visual clue. And we will start Arts and Lit with Raleigh Charter. An allegory was a forged painting attributed to what Italian master, better known for spring and a goddess of beauty?
Our team's answer is Botticelli.
Botticelli is correct. Question 2 in Arts and Lit for Raleigh Charter. 10th on the bestseller list is Ichiro Odai, creator of what best-selling manga of all time? It's now a Netflix series.
Our team's answer is pass.
It goes over to Triangle Math and Science.
I'm going to defer to Thomas.
Our team's answer is One Piece.
That is correct. All right, we're rounding out Arts and Lit with Raleigh Charter. The Prenay type are the most common piston types today. Others include Vienna and Stotzel. What are these devices that route airflow through a brass instrument? Need something, you guys? Anything?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Triangle Math and Science if you want to take a shot at that.
Our team's answer is pass.
All right, answer we're looking for there is valve. All right, now it's time for Triangle Math and Science to take a stab at Arts and Lit. This is Jai's script. It is associated with churches and languages from what landlocked African country?
Our team's answer is Ethiopia.
Ethiopia is right. Question 2 in Arts and Lit for Triangle Math and Science. Tom Clancy published 33 novels featuring what CIA analyst who eventually serves 2 terms as president?
Our team's answer is Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan is the guy. And last Arts and Lit for Triangle Math and Science. Reed instruments have to attach the reed to the mouthpiece. What is the name for this device, which gets its name from the Latin for to bind?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Raleigh Charter if you want to take a shot at that.
Our team's answer is pass.
Ligature. Ligature, the answer we're looking for. All right. Teams, we're down to our last 18 questions before the finals. Coming up, you'll have a chance to earn some more points with a Presidential Possibilities edition of Name Game, plus crunching numbers and rocket science. Brain Game will be right back, everyone. Welcome back to Brain Game Playoff action, everyone. After that second round of play, we have Raleigh Charter on the board with 200. Triangle Math and Science is over there with 80. Good game so far. Aren't we doing well, studio audience? Yes, we're having a good time here. All right. We have some substitutes that are in the game now. First of all, subbing in for Raleigh Charter is Eric. Welcome, Eric, to the game, everyone. There we go. And Triangle Math and Science has theirs in. That is Arvin, everyone. Welcome, Arvin, to the game. In Name Game today, we're doing presidential possibilities. The answers will be people who are running for, were running for, or were rumored to be running for the highest office in the land. Listen closely to the clues and try to identify the right person. So let's start with Name Game presidential possibilities with Raleigh Charter. In 2016, his campaign lasted until February 10th. This attempt did not last that long. What former New Jersey governor dropped out in January?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Triangle Math and Science.
Our team's answer is Chris Christie.
That is correct. Now, we're back with Raleigh Charter here. What current Minnesota congressman mounted a primary challenge to President Biden, but withdrew the day after Super Tuesday? Need something, you guys. Anything?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes to Triangle Math and Science.
Our team's answer is pass.
The answer there is Dean Phillips. And last Name Game for Raleigh Charter. This is her third presidential campaign. Who is seeking to, yet again, be the Green Party candidate for president?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Triangle Math and Science.
I'm going to defer to Ryan.
Our team's answer is Jill Stein.
A good deferral again. You are correct. All right. Now let's do Name Game with Triangle Math and Science. A centrist West Virginia Democrat. It was rumored that he would mount a third-party run with the support of the No Labels group, who announced he would not run in February.
I'm going to defer to Ryan.
All right.
Our team's answer is Joe Manchin.
Joe Manchin is right. Question 2 in Name Game for Triangle Math and Science. In 2020, he finished 7th in the overall popular vote. Not bad for the college dropout. What Grammy Award winner suspended his 2024 campaign in October of 2023?
Our team's answer is Kanye West.
Kanye West is correct. And our last Name Game for Triangle Math and Science. What civil rights activist and Christian socialist formed the Justice for All Party in January after initially announcing a run both the People's Party and the Green Party? He's not related to Kanye.
I'm going to defer to Ryan.
All right.
Our team's answer is Cornel West.
That is the appropriate West. You are right again. All right. Players, have your pencils and scratch paper at the ready. It is time now for crunching numbers. You now have twice as much time to answer your questions. If you're still stumped, then you can always pass to the other team, so everyone should be working toward an answer. Let's kick off crunching numbers with Raleigh Charter. Suppose A and B are positive integers such that A squared minus B squared is 10 and A minus B is greater than 1. What is the value of A plus B? Lots of calculating going on. Need something, Raleigh Charter, anything?
Our team's answer is 5.
5 is correct. All right, question 2 in crunching numbers for Raleigh Charter. What is the maximum value of the function f of x equals 8 times the sine of x minus 3?
Our team's answer is 5.
That is incorrect. Triangle Math and Science, you want to take a shot at that?
Our team's answer is pass.
The answer there is 11. 11. All right, and last crunching numbers for Raleigh Charter. In triangle ABC, side AB is congruent to side AC. If the measure of angle A is 30 degrees, what is the measure of angle B?
Our team's answer is 75.
75 is correct. All right, now we're doing crunching numbers with Triangle Math and Science. How many sides does a regular polygon have if the measure of each interior angle is 160 degrees? Need something, triangle math and science?
Our team's
Anything?
answer is pass.
That goes over to Raleigh Charter, if you would like to try. Need something, you guys?
Our team's answer is 8.
That is incorrect. The answer we're looking for there is 18. All right, this is question 2 in crunching numbers for triangle math and science. The fraction 2 squared times 6 cubed times 9 to the 4th power over 32 can be written as an integer power of 3. What is that power? Need something over there, triangle math and science? Anything?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes to Raleigh Charter.
For Eric,
Our team's answer is 11.
11 is right. All right, last crunching numbers for triangle math and science. A reflection transforms the points 4-7 to 8-7 and negative 3-2 to 15-2. About what line are the points reflected? Need something, triangle math and science. Anything over there?
Our team's answer is y is equal to 6.
That, or wait a second, judges. That is incorrect. Raleigh Charter.
for Eric.
Our team's answer is x equals 6.
X equals 6 is the right answer. All right. Good news, players. You've made it through the always difficult math portion of Brain Game. We're on now to rocket science, which means there are only 6 questions left before the final round. Today, we're covering chemistry, biology, selenography, and physics. Each team will start with a visual clue. And we kick off rocket science with Raleigh Charter. It is possible for liquid water, ice, and steam to exist at the same time under the same conditions. What name is given to these conditions?
Our team's answer is triple point.
Triple point is right. Question 2 in rocket science for Raleigh Charter. What type of battery generally has the highest energy density, useful lifetime, and was the subject of the 2019 Nobel Prize in Chemistry?
Our team's answer is lithium.
Need more for the judges there.
Ion.
You got it. Lithium ion is correct. And last rocket science for Raleigh Charter. Copernicus, Kepler, and Tycho are all names of what features of the moon's surface?
Our team's answer is craters.
Those are craters. You are right. All right. We're now doing rocket science with triangle math and science. Bacteria can be positive or negative in their response to what staining test named for a Danish bacteriologist?
I'm going to defer to Arvind.
All right.
Our team's answer is Gram-Stain.
That is correct. All right, question 2 in rocket science for triangle math and science. Trans-Neptunian objects, or TNOs, include bodies like Eris and Haumea and are often found in what region of space in the far solar system?
Our team's answer is the Kuiper Belt.
That is correct. And last rocket science for triangle math and science. The lead in their cases to block X-rays produced as a side effect made them heavy. What 3-letter abbreviation describes TVs and monitors that use electron guns?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes to Raleigh Charter if you want to try it.
Our team's answer is pass.
CRT, the answer we're looking for. Well, we are globetrotting to Southeast Asia to find out which one of these 2 teams are moving one step closer to the championship. The final question when Brain Game returns, everyone. Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. Hope you're playing along on your TV or your favorite device. If you want more information on the smartest 30 minutes on television, go to WRAL.com and type the search words Brain Game for the season schedule, final scores, and to even watch past episodes. Now, after that break, we have a slight score adjustment. The judges looked at some things. One answer that was incorrect ended up being correct. So, The proper scores now read: that regular round of play just ended with Raleigh Charter on the board at 340. Triangle Math and Science is on the board at 200. Now, up to 200 points are now on the table, and it all comes down to our game's final question. Each team determined how much to risk on globetrotting during the commercial break. Teams, here is your all-important final question. What nation is one of a handful of absolute monarchies currently in the world? It is one of 3 nations that have territory on the island of Borneo. Stay tuned. The final answer and the final scores when Brain Game returns. Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. The teams are locked in with their final answers to the final question, which is, what nation is one of a handful of absolute monarchies currently in the world? It is one of 3 nations that have territory on the island of Borneo. Let's go over to our teams. Let's start with Triangle Math and Science. Please tell us your answer.
Our team's answer is Brunei.
That was correct. You risked the full 200 points. That brings their game total to 400. Triangle Math and Science did a good job today, didn't they, studio audience? Yes, they did. All right. Now, it's all up to Raleigh Charter here. Raleigh Charter, tell us your answer.
Our team's answer is Brunei.
Also correct. You risked 100 points. That brings their game total to 440. So with that final score of 440, Raleigh Charter is today's Brain Game winner, everybody. How about that? All right. Good game today. All right. Well, congratulations to Raleigh Charter. Please join us next week when Apex Friendship takes on Enloe for the last spot in the Final Four. Thank you so much for watching Brain Game, everyone. The smartest 30 minutes on TV.